Hey everybody, Allegra here. Before I get into the video, I have to show you these flowers. These are like the last of my dahlias and sunflowers from the year, and I was so excited to share with you my garden and everything, but I haven't had time to make videos at all, so I just wanted to share with you this and then I'll get into the video. The sun is coming out, yay. It's been raining for several days now. It's just kind of dumped all over everything, so it's nice to have some sun. And it's been a while since I have shown you an updated version of our up and coming homestead. For those of you who are new to my videos, my husband and I have been working very hard and very slowly, because we have two little kids, on building up a lifestyle here in the woods of the Pacific Northwest that is as self-sufficient as we can be. We love where we're living, and I just want to share with you what's going on with it now. A lot of changes have happened. I haven't been on social media for a couple of months. It was awesome to get away, and yeah, I just want to share with you what's new around here. We got a rooster. His name is Abraham, and I'm gonna make a whole video devoted to him because he is the coolest rooster. I initially didn't want to get any roosters. I wanted to just keep it hens, but I was persuaded to get a rooster, and I'm actually so glad we did. He's not an aggressive rooster, he's very docile. So I'll talk about that in the next video, but that's one of the new things that has happened is we got this guy, Abraham. Another thing that is new is I've been just constantly working on the chicken yard and then building these, what I call controlled open pasture tents with fishing netting all around the property. So I have one over here, and there's like a tunnel that leads to their main yard. And then I have a net that goes over their yard here. And then beyond the netting, you can see the coop that is, you know, where it's predator proof. So that netting is just meant to keep the birds of prey out, owls, hawks, things like that. And I only let them out when I'm here. I still have a lot of work to do to finalize this chicken yard. I want to finish the pallet fencing. I love collecting pallets, and I just want to finish it up, tighten it up, make it look nice. There's still some patched up places that look unsightly to me. I want everything to look nice and neat, so that's a process that I'm working on right now. But other than that, our hens and our rooster are so happy. I'm so proud to see their lives and how happy they are, how healthy they are. We're getting an average of 5 eggs per day now, and these are hens that were born in March. I'm so glad that we got chickens. I've been dreaming about getting chickens for years and years and years, but I wouldn't do it until I knew I could make a predator-proof home for them. And I'm proud to say that this coop, locked up and everything at night with the door closed, nothing gets in there. So how do I know that? When I first had everything, when I thought it was all finished, except for a couple pieces of hardware cloth in the back, there was a little spot that I missed of hardware cloth. So everything is wrapped, and I have hardware cloth going outside of the entire perimeter, about 1.5 to 2 feet. So one night I went to lock the chickens up, and I noticed there were rats that were climbing underneath the hen house. So I found out where they were sneaking in this little area, and I covered that up. And I came out one night to lock the hens up, and this was in the summer, and I was locking them up right as the sun went down. There was a rat climbing up the chicken run mesh on the inside because it came in through the door. So I left the door open, the rat went out, and from now on I've been locking them up right before it's dark. And there have not been any rats that have made it in since. Now, I'm really proud that I was finally able to make the entire hen house and coop critter predator proof, and I'm just pretty proud of that. All right, now I'm in the chicken run with the hens, and I just want to tell you all the things that I've been doing over the summer. We had a lot of family come up, like for a couple weeks. It was almost a month that we had family up here. So I couldn't really focus on my art or doing anything around the homestead as far as fixing stuff, but I was able to do a lot of fermenting, canning, and I finally started making my kombucha. I'm so happy about that. Oh, and I finally made my own sourdough starter. So I've been making a bunch of things with the starter, and I have yet to make actual sourdough bread yet. So I'm getting close to that. But yeah, I got really into like lacto fermentation of vegetables. And like I said, kombucha, I got addicted to the ginger kombucha, the GT's ginger kombucha. And that stuff is really, really expensive. It's so good, but I have learned to make my very, very bubbly ginger flavored kombucha, and it is really good, and it is way cheaper than buying it all the time. So I'm pretty happy about that. Like I said, lots of canning. I have been dehydrating tons and tons of plums. So I have so many dehydrated plums, and 3 of our giant sunflowers that didn't get knocked over by wind and rain. Note to self, I need to stake them way better next year. So hey. So I have 3 of those guys drying out in the art studio right now, and I'm gonna be collecting their seeds for us to eat and for the girls to eat here. So that's really exciting. I think I'm going to let the chickens out and into their backyard controlled open pasture area, and then I'm gonna show you the garden and a little bit of info about the artwork that I'm doing. Woo. Ready to go? Let's go. Here is their backyard netted grazing area, and I really like it a lot. So let's go look at the garden. It's a total jungle. I just haven't been able to tend to it, but we have had quite the yield, I must say. There's a little pumpkin in there, about to turn orange. I'm still getting zucchini. Didn't get too many, but we got a few of these little cute patty pans. And I'm really excited because I have several of these Hubbard squash growing. I love the Hubbard squash. They are awesome. Still have lots of dahlias. Finally, my purple one started blooming. This is a crazy area. My Kentucky Wonder pole beans went a little crazy. I planted way too many of them all at once instead of planting them a few weeks apart, and then you can see all of my sunflowers are basically leaning. That one's falling over. I'm gonna have so many Kentucky Wonder pole bean seeds for next year. Look at this. These were just all neglected. They're not edible now. And I thought about using some to dry to eat, but from what I've read, they're not very good. They're not good eaten. So I am going to, look at all this, goodness, wowee. Well, maybe I can go to the farmer's market and sell Kentucky Wonder pole bean seeds next year. Okay, over here, I got a lot of cucumber this year. The kale is doing so much better. Oh my gosh, I had a little frog living here. I wonder, Froggy, are you in here? Here, Froggy. Well, there was a froggy living in here, and I think he ate the aphids. Something happened. The aphids are pretty much gone, so that's cool. I got some cover crop here, and over on the other side of the fence, I have more cover crop where my potatoes were. I harvested my potatoes. Didn't get too many, but got enough. Got like a little bucket full. That was cool. Lots of weeds, chard. Got lots of carrots. Still getting some tomatoes. They are in the hoop house here. Oh, this is kind of cool. I was pretty excited. I forgot that I bought a poblano pepper. I was like, oh, I have all these jalapeno peppers. And then lo and behold, have been growing a poblano plant. There's some more jalapenos. Look at this little jalapeno that got hidden because I didn't weed. I found this jalapeno plant. Goodness sakes. Okay, I had way more garden footage, but I had to cut this video short. It was starting to get a little long, but I just wanted to show you. Look at all of the stuff that I got from the garden just this morning, and there's still more, and it is the first week of October. I can't believe it. And this flower, I filmed the flower at the beginning of the video, which I filmed like a week ago. I know it takes me forever to make videos these days, but I'm just so amazed with all of the bounty. It's awesome. So we're very excited about that. Before I close out this video, just really quick, I was making videos every Friday, but I'm gonna scale back. Like I said, I don't have enough time these days, so I'm gonna do it on Fridays, just maybe once or twice a month. We'll see. I'm not gonna stress about it, but whenever you find a video from me, it'll be posted on Fridays. I also want to make a quick mention. It's going to be kind of infomercially, sorry about that, but I do have a Patreon page and I have one patron. You know who you are. What I do is if you are a Patreon member for one of the tiers, it's $5 a month and you get a greeting card of artwork that I make. So the greeting card that is being released for October is this painting, a watercolor painting of a well summer rooster. I have well summer hens, but I don't have a well summer rooster. I just think they're beautiful. And I'm also working on, this is just a little quick watercolor sketch that I did of Abraham, but I'm working on a whole series of Abraham paintings and drawings, and I'm really excited about it. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our update of the past couple months, what we've been up to, just building a homestead. It's kind of slow, but we are seeing progress all the time. It's so satisfying. And if any of you out there are interested in doing any kind of off-grid lifestyle, homesteading, anything like that, you sure can do it. I'm learning most of the things that I do from YouTube, the internet, and also books and past experiences that I've had just growing up here in the woods. But if you know nothing about, making your own bread, gardening, chicken tending, all that stuff, but you're interested in it, that's why I've been posting these videos, just so you can kind of see the process. If you're an artist as well and maybe you're overwhelmed, I'm doing a lot of different things here. The art, the homestead, the family, I mean, that's the number one. So there's a lot going on my plate, and it's happening slowly, but very beautifully, and I'm just so blessed and thankful. Okay, everybody, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoy your days. All right, bye-bye.